Hey guys, for those of you that are new to following me, then welcome. For those of you that already follow me on Instagram and have followed me over to YouTube, welcome back. This is a very special reading, one that has been highly requested. And this reading is all about Venus retrograde. So this is going to be quite an interesting reading. I have mentioned it in a few of the other readings that I have done. So you may want to have a look at the full moon in Scorpio reading and also the Cancerian reading, in which I talked about how Venus retrograde will affect us very briefly. So I'm going to go into a little bit more depth. I'm going to do this reading slightly differently to how I've done my previous readings. I am going to talk a little bit about the astrology, but I'm going to allow the cards to speak for themselves in order for us to see what energies we can expect. Now, for those of you that are unsure about Venus, I'll tell you a little bit that I know about the planet. Please know I am not an astrologist. I am a tarot reader, an intuitive tarot reader at that. But I understand that the energies that we feel from the motions, the movements, and the sort of transitions of these particular planets can affect our thoughts, our feelings, and also affect our patterns of behavior. So it will resonate on some level with hopefully the majority of you. So without further hesitation, let's begin. I'm going to talk a little bit about the decks that I'm using. So I will be using the Numinous Astro deck, and this will give me this sort of overall energies that I'm expecting to see throughout this Venus retrograde. I will also be using, if I can find the box, the Romance Angels Oracle deck, and I will be using that to focus on any messages pertaining to love. I will also be using the Everyday Tarot deck. And if we have time, I will be closing out your reading using some messages from the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. So we're covering all bases here with this particular reading. So Venus is the planet that is in charge of beauty and love and money and health. And at the moment, Venus is in the sun sign of Taurus. So the fact that Venus is currently in Taurus basically means that we are focused on improving our health, improving our lifestyle, possibly spending more time with self-love. Maybe we are trying out new beauty products or establishing a new beauty regime for us, maybe putting on a face mask, maybe putting ourselves in a foot spa, maybe putting on a hair mask. So we are very much focused on internal improvements, physical improvements, aesthetic improvements to our life. We are focusing on the things that are going to be of the most benefit to us externally and also materially, because Taurus is the sign which is concerned with focusing on material wealth, abundance, success, and prosperity. Because of the fact that Venus is also the ruler of Taurus, there's also an emphasis on money. So Venus also governs our finances. So when this planet goes retrograde, it will be happening on May the 13th. Now, what's really significant about when a planet goes retrograde is that it appears from the positioning as to where we are stationed that it is moving in a backwards motion. So retrograde basically means that there's going to be a reverse. So if you have been receiving prosperity, so maybe you've been getting money, maybe you have received a promotion, these are the things that you may experience with Venus in Taurus forward moving. But in terms of it moving backwards, there is an expectation that there's going to be significant changes and sometimes challenges within our romantic life and also within our financial life. Now, Venus is going retrograde in the 8th house. Now, the 8th house in astrology is the house that is significantly focused on change and transformation. So it's about removing things. It's about clearing things out. It's about endings. It's about beginnings. Now, because of the fact that we see that Scorpio as a water sign energy, and also Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, we know that there is going to be potentially some form of illusions that are going to be revealed throughout this Venus retrograde. So if there are any types of situations where you feel that you might be wearing rose tinted glasses, then I feel like the obscurity is going to be lifted. So there may be certain things that are being hidden from you with regards to your relationships. There might be certain things that are being hidden from you with regards to your money and your finances. So we are going to get into this reading. We are going to see what energies we can expect. And we're going to also focus on how we can navigate ourselves through this particular Venus retrograde, because everyone's going to be affected by this Venus retrograde on some level. So I'm going to begin with the Numinous deck. Okay. Oh, so there's quite a few cards that have come out. So we've got the first card, which is Queen Kunk's Complexity. So this represents that there's going to be some sort of challenges, obstacles, possibly some complications. There are going to be some form of significant issues, and this could be surrounding your finances, this could be surrounding your love, but we will sort of investigate further as I pull more cards. The next card that we've got is Eighth House. How fitting. Scorpio is the ruler of the Eighth House, and Pluto is also the ruler or governs Scorpio energy. So Venus going retrograde in Scorpio is going to be in the Eighth House. So we're being told that there is going to be some sort of situation around secrets, some sort of situation for some of you, I believe, around investments and inheritance. So there's going to be some sort of revelation around money. There may even be some sort of revelation around your relationship, because I've got sex here and I've also got erotic capital. So I'm going to be quite interested to see how this turns out. We've also got 11th house, which is the edge. Now, the 11th house is really interesting. The thing that I like about the 11th house is the 11th house focuses on your hopes and your dreams and sort of your friendships. So when we see that the 11th house is highlighted here, there is going to be some sort of, the way I'm seeing this is there's going to be some sort of revelation around relationships that you may have or friendships that you may have. For others of you, there is going to be possibly some complications around the friendships that you have or the relationships that you have. So I'm going to pull a few more cards and then we'll get into the reading. I'm going to pull one more from the Numinous deck. Okay. Okay, action. Right. You are going to be with the complexity card, we know that there's going to be some sort of challenges. There's going to be some sort of revelation, and there is going to be some sort of change or transformation, because something is going to be revealed to some of you with regards to your relationships or with regards to your finances, because Scorpio is a sign that deals with secrecy. Scorpios are very good at hiding secrets, but I feel like between the full moon energy that we can expect on the 7th of May and with the Venus going retrograde on the 13th of May, between that time period, there's going to be some sort of revelation. I definitely feel like when I look at this particular card that the revelation is going to be focused on removing things that no longer serve you, but putting you in alignment with what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And I feel like because of the fact that we've got complexity and we've got the 8th house, which represents transformation and change, you're going to be removing anything that may be giving you issues or may not necessarily be of high value in order to pursue your goals and your dreams. And in being able to see things from a clearer perspective, because 2020, if we look at it in numerology, is all about seeing things from a very clear, higher perspective. It's going to mean that we're going to be aligning with ourselves on a spiritual way, in a higher consciousness. Because if we look at the number 11, 11 is focused on your spiritual ascension. So I feel like the veil is going to be lifted, and this is going to allow you to rediscover things that you have sort of left behind, sort of gifts, some dreams, some talents, some passions. And you are going to be focusing your energy once you have some clarity and some endings are closing out with regards to possibly a financial situation or possibly with regards to a romantic situation. You're going to be solely focused on taking action towards the goals and the dreams that you have and the desires that you have and moving forward, because we've got Mars, and Mars is fire energy, and it is the sign of Aries, and it's all about forward movement. It's about taking action. It's about being bold and being brave and moving towards what it is that you really truly want, whatever you feel driven to create, make, or sort of explore. So I feel like you're going on a little bit of a deep journey with this Venus retrograde to really ascertain whether the way in which you are currently living in terms of how you are making your money, whether that actually satisfies you, and then moving towards a direction in which you're going to be pursuing other goals and other dreams. For others of you, how I'm seeing this is that you're going to be removing any obstacles that are preventing you from operating on a higher frequency. So I feel like if there is a situation with regards to a relationship in which you feel that this relationship is limiting your potential, you're going to be walking away from this. What I also am intuitively picking up is that with that Venus going retrograde, there is a potential for some of you to have exes return into your life on some level, or at least make their presence known. So be quite mindful of that. I am going to pull some tarot cards to clarify these messages, and then I'm going to pull some oracle messages from the romance angels just to find out what is going on with regards to love. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got it in the reverse position. Now, the Queen of Swords is air energy, so we're talking about Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And this particular energy governs your thoughts, it governs your intellect, it governs your critical and your analytical mind. In the upright position, the Queen of Swords is all about seeing things from a clear perspective and being able to remove things that no longer serve you. In the reverse position, that represents there's some sort of confusion, there is some sort of clarity that is needed, there is some sort of cloudiness that's causing some form of complication and complexity. So it's almost as if to say you are not able to see things from a clearer perspective. Something is being hidden from you, and you are being called to sort of change your sort of thought pattern and your perspective to be in alignment with what's happening at the moment. Okay, so the card that has fallen out is the Three of Cups. So even though this represents endings, transformation, change, and even though this may be a situation, for some of you, this is going to be a situation that's going to be beneficial. For others of you, this is not going to be a beneficial situation. So what I'm seeing with the Three of Cups is there's going to be some form of reward, some form of celebration as a result of something ending or something beginning for you. So I feel like this, for me, when I see the Three of Cups, even though it's talking about a celebration, I feel like this is going to be almost like a coming together of what it is that you want, your hopes, your dreams, your desires. But I also feel like it represents this collaborative, creative energy. So I feel like with exploring sort of the deepest, darkest depths of what it is that you want, what you actually desire, you're going to be focusing on pursuing that. And you're going to be in alignment with collaborating with others and creating something absolutely beautiful, because you are going to be letting go of something that doesn't serve you. You could be letting go of a partner that might be holding you back from realizing your potential. This could actually represent an ending of a job and you pursuing something independently as an entrepreneur or a small business owner. This is beautiful energy. So I feel like there's going to be a blessing, even though this Venus retrograde is going to be coming with a lot of strong energy that can be quite emotional. I'm going to just pull for the 11th house. Okay, so the card that we've got is the Magician. This is amazing. I love this. So the Magician card is air energy. The Magician is number 1 in the major arcana. And in numerology, 1 is about the connection. It's a masculine number. And it's about the connection between the physical and the spiritual realm. The Magician is the archetype that is symbolic of anything can happen. Any possibility can happen, because we've got the infinity sign above the head, and that represents an infinite amount of possibilities, but it also talks about abundance. Now, the Magician is somebody who is extremely smart, very spiritually adept, somebody that has all of the resources in order to create the life or the vision or the goal or the dream that they want. Notice how he has the pentacle, he has the cup, he has the sword, and he also has the wand. Plus, he has a magic wand in his hand. So this is you coming into a position in which you're realizing your potential, you're realizing your dreams. This confirms the 11th house about you moving into something that's going to be more creative, you moving towards people that, when I see the word community, moving towards a group that has similar goals, dreams, visions, and desires as you. And you're going to be, as it says here, starting up. So this represents you manifesting your goals and your dreams and your desires, you moving towards what it is that you really want. This is absolutely amazing because you're making it happen. You're manifesting. I'm going to pull for Mars. We've got the Hanged Man. This is a really beautiful card to come out, and I love this. So the Hanged Man represents Piscean energy. The ruler of Pisces is the planet Neptune, and planet Neptune is all about dreams and the unseen and the subconscious, and it's about seeing things from a different perspective. You are starting to see things from a whole different perspective, and you're starting to take action towards what it is that you are passionate about. So you're moving forward in a direction where you're leaving things that don't necessarily serve you behind, and you're letting go of situations that may not be conducive to your highest good, that might be causing you stress or complications, in order to sort of let that go, which is the endings and the beginnings that I'm seeing here. You're going to be pursuing something totally new. This is absolutely amazing energy. Beautiful. The Hanged Man is all about reflecting. And it's also about sort of receiving sort of guidance. So it's about connecting to your higher consciousness, listening to your intuition, because Neptune is the planet of intuition and heightened intuition. So I feel like during this time, your intuition is definitely going to be heightened, but the pathway that you're walking along is divinely guided. And the pathway that you're walking along is one that is going to be supported, because it's putting you in alignment with what it is that you should be doing. So what I'm also getting as a sort of download is, don't resist the change. Allow things to go in the way that they're supposed to. Follow the ebb and flow of life, because it's going to give you some sort of benefit, success, and reward. It's beautiful. I'm going to pull a few romance angels just to see what's going on within regards to our love lives. There's 2 cards that have fallen out. Let me see what's fallen on the floor. So we've got getting to know each other and trust. I'm going to pull a few more cards before I start my commentary. We've got you deserve love. And we've got heart-to-heart conversations. And at the bottom of the deck, we have calling in your soulmate. So it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. This time is a very significant time. This is the year in which I feel like a lot of people are going to be aligning with the people that they are supposed to be with, their soulmate, the ideal partner for them. I feel like for you, there may be... This is how I'm seeing it. There's about 3 different scenarios I'm seeing from these cards. Some of you are going to be leaving a relationship and you're going to be moving towards somebody new. So there's going to be an ending of a relationship and then you're going to be moving towards somebody new. For others of you, how I'm seeing these cards is if you are currently single, you are going to be put in alignment with who it is that you're supposed to be with. And this is divinely guided. It couldn't have happened any earlier because you might not have been in a position to be receptive to that, or possibly you had some healing to do, or possibly that person that's coming towards you also had some healing to do. So this is how I'm seeing this particular message. So it says getting to know each other. So for me, if you are already in a solid committed relationship, I feel like this particular situation with the Venus going retrograde may allow you to sort of rediscover who you are, almost go back to the beginning of your relationship where it is very sort of happy and very romantic. So I feel like there might be some nostalgic feelings that are awoken for those of you that are already in a committed relationship. For those of you that are single, this is somebody new that's coming into your life, and this is somebody in which you are going to start to get to know on some sort of level. Like you're going to get to know each other on a sort of intellectual level. You're going to be spending time with each other. You're going to be sort of using this sort of period in which a lot of people are in self-isolation to focus on knowing the core person. So this relationship is going to be coming from a pure place. It's not necessarily going to be focused on sort of the sexual aspects. It's going to be focused on the sort of emotional and intellectual aspects. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is going to be a very, very solid and stable relationship for those of you that it applies to. Trust. It says this situation is calling for you to have trust. So you need to have trust in the divine, have trust in the process, have trust that this situation is going to work out for you, and be open to the love, because this is divinely guided. We've got the little angel here with the arrow. So this is the divine working behind the scenes to put you in alignment with who it is that you're supposed to be with. You need to trust this process. So if it means that you're going through a situation where you're leaving your old partner behind, allow that to fall to the wayside, because that relationship is no longer conducive for you, and there is something better that is promised to you from the divine. For others of you, this is about just being open to the possibility of new love coming in, and knowing that this love that's coming towards you is ideal. For others of you, this is about, if you're in an existing relationship, this is about the fact that the trust that you have for each other is going to deepen even further, simply because of the fact that there's going to be this nostalgic energy of you rediscovering each other all over again, which is beautiful. Now, the next card is you deserve love, you are lovable. But if we look at this image, we can see that there are 2 angels that are helping you to sort of cast your arrow out to where it should be. So they're helping to choose or to select or to pick your next partner. For others of you that are already in a relationship, I feel like this is just a sign that solidifies the bond that you already have with your partner. The heart-to-heart conversations is talking about the fact that For those of you that are already in a relationship, you're going to be discussing the things that you're going to be a lot more intimate with each other. And I don't mean it in a sexual way. I mean it more in an emotional way, where you're going to be talking about the things that you really love about each other. So again, it's like puppy love, really nostalgic, like at the beginning of a relationship. That's the kind of energy that I'm seeing for those of you that are in existing relationships. For those of you that are going to be meeting somebody new and you're going to be put in alignment with your soulmate, this card is about the fact that from you expressing how you feel with each other, you're going to realize that you're going to realize very quickly that you're meant to be with each other. You're going to realize very quickly that you belong together. And you are going to realize very quickly that this relationship, for those of you that are sort of going to be ending a relationship around this time and starting a new relationship, that actually this is a blessing, because if you didn't end the old relationship, you wouldn't be able to have or manifest this new relationship that's coming towards you, which is absolutely beautiful. It's divinely guided, and it's going to support you in an emotional sense, in an intellectual sense, and it's going to help you to ascend spiritually. This is amazing. I am going to pull a few cards just to sort of focus a little bit on finances. So I'm going to pull a few from the Angels of Abundance just to close out this reading. So the first card that we've got is release resentments about money. Some of you are going through a situation where money is tight or money is scarce. You need to change your perspective in relation to it. It says, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Yeah, I think there's a typo in this card. So once you shift and change your perspective and understand that it is a currency for exchange, rather than having an emotional attachment to money, what you will start to do is manifest opportunities to create money. And I can see that already happening because of the fact that you're starting to move towards the things that you love. You're starting to move towards your passion. So in moving towards your passion and moving towards what it is that you love, the energy around money is going to change significantly. So that basically means that you're going to be put in alignment with other opportunities to create more abundance. This is beautiful. Other messages that we have. I'm going to pull one more. Okay, so we've got two cards that have come out, so give me one moment. Right. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Some of you are in a situation where you're not able to exercise. You're not going outside. Some of you may have a garden. Use your garden. Use your bedroom. Use whatever resources that you have available to you to do some form of exercising. In order to be able to manifest your best life, you need to be vibrating from a high frequency. You can only really do that through three particular methods. So one method is through energy, and it's through eating high energy foods, eating fruit, eating vegetables, drinking water, exercising in order to get that blood flow going. Yeah. And also through meditation. So what you're being told is the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. For me personally, I am not big on exercise, only certain types of exercise. I like swimming, for example. I like walking. I don't like running. But I'm probably going to be doing some form of aerobics in my room in order to be able to manifest what I want through the aerobics, but it's going to be fun aerobics. I'm probably going to do something like soca aerobics. So try and find an activity in which you're going to be moving your body that is going to make you feel happy. And the last thing, which is very important in order to sort of activate change within your life, to be able to manifest abundance within your life, in order to be able to bring that ideal partner into your life, you need to see things from a different perspective. Remain positive, remain faithful, and remain optimistic. The message here says you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. We already know that this is going to pose some form of challenges, because we've got the Queen Kungs card. We know that there's going to be some form of challenges. We know that there's going to be something that is hidden from us that's going to be revealed. Don't let that unearth you. Don't let that deter you. Don't let that shake your foundation, because we know that there is going to be blessings coming in. We know that there's blessings coming in because we know that your soulmate's coming. We know that there's blessings coming in because we can see that you're manifesting your best life. We know that blessings are coming in because we've got the Three of Cups, which is a celebration card. This is a card of success. So don't allow certain things or certain people or places or energies to sort of infiltrate your mind space. Don't allow them to shake you. Things are going to be hard. There are going to be challenges. But understand that everything that you're experiencing throughout this Venus retrograde is designed to put you in alignment with your divine life purpose. It's there to elevate you spiritually, elevate you materially, elevate you physically. Allow the old ways to go. Don't hold on to them anymore. They're not serving you. Move forward. Use this energy to move forward. Clear out the things in your house that are taking up space but not serving any purpose. Remove people from your circle that again are taking up space and not serving any purpose. Anything that does not make you happy or put you in a high vibration has to go, because it's the only way in which you're going to be able to have the life that you deserve. Not even the life that you want, but the life that you deserve. Having a great life should be a birthright. Unfortunately, we live in environments and societies that don't always give us the opportunity to live the way that we want to, because there is a system of inequality and unfairness that exists. Be in alignment with who you truly are. Follow the path. Allow things to go the way they're going to go, because it will work out in the end. Trust me. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this message has resonated, and I will see you all again very soon in my next video. If you would like to, please feel free to comment, to like, to share, or to subscribe, because all interaction is welcome on this channel. Have a really great week. Take care. Bye.